So with the door, let's go ahead and start in by looking at the door properties itself. If I go over to the door right here, the basic setup for it, if you notice on the left-hand side, we have a door as pause door at end, meaning when it gets to the very end, it's actually going to just stay there. You can also say can re-trigger door at end, so you could have it where it stays up there, but if you walk through the trigger box, it'll go again. You can also have one that is open door at doors trigger, meaning that when you walk up to the trigger box, let's turn this on so you can see it. So if the player or an object that's triggered for it touches the door, it'll actually open at that point. You can also say no to this one and only on the last key collected. So for instance, if we were to say it this way, I'll show you this one real fast. Alright, so the moment I touch the key, the door winds up opening. So instead of having it where it was the other way, the catch with it though is if you notice, now I can't go through the door because it only had that one moment for that last key collected. The door wasn't paused to stay opened. So if I wanted to say, for instance, on last key collected, and we'll say the last key is on it, and we also have the, we'll say the pause door at end. And then for that one, that means that now once we actually trigger it, once we get the last key, the door will just simply stay open for us. So now we have it. It's going to stay paused up here. It's not going to go back down. So that allows us to just have it where we can freely walk through it. Now, the animation that you're seeing on this one at the moment, that's actually part of the door. So again, you may get a tile that doesn't have a door animation on the frames. You may get a door that's just simply a solid door, and we'll take a look at that as well as what you can do with those type through the door system. The other side of this one is that if you have it where it is set for open door at door trigger, then you can also say can re-trigger door at end, and you can use the pause door on trigger exit. So both of those could be used, and they do the same thing as like what we're talking about. Alright, so this can be the first part of the door setup, being able to change how the door reacts based on whether it's the key event or a trigger event.